Whew, my phone's on 7%. I'm about to do some breath and movement outside. I don't think I'm gonna record that, but I still want to just check in the energy with the cards today. Hello, and with this cards. I took a little hit this morning, so I always go to my cards to see what the energy, what the collective indicator, what's like the most successful, what's required of me. That's today. The Empress card and the Nature card. Wow. I nurture myself by attending. I nurture the nature within me by taking time to rest. I propel myself in the best foot forward. I commit to my very best. I think that's what the cards are saying right now. That's like already a channeled message. Oya is coming through. If you guys know of Oya, hello, mama. Confirmation. The confirmation card. Even the cards that I'm cutting to shuffle with are indicator cards. The Death card and the confirmation card right now is just like you're finally like you're finally waking up from a grieving cloud, a grieving gray cloud. You know, when bad days are here and bad moments are here and death comes along, that we have to let go and become like somebody else. There is a bit of sadness that goes into it. There's a bit of solitude that goes into it, being the Fool. And this is a Hermit card. Family. Wow, this is very, very already like telling me so much. The collective right now is already feeling so much. I'm so thankful that we get to say goodbye to things, because we get to say hello to way more blessings. The wind's coming strong. Oh yeah, what other messages you have to say right now? Don't look back. The way forward is so much clearer. I nurture the nature within me by slowing down and being soft. The wild winds of the universe will continue to play and continue to soar. And by nurturing the nature within me, I can soar above it, like clouds with heat that rises from the ashes below. Wow. Oh. The visual that I'm feeling right now is like an actual cloud rising from like the smoke, all like it's like a baby cloud that was birthed all the way from the phoenix rising, like the ashes, the volcanoes, the terrible deaths and the terrible experiences and past revelations that put you to where you're at now. That's the ashes, and I see it like rising with all that heat to be the highest cloud of it all. Even with all the destruction and mayhem and all of the bad that's coming up from the world around us, you've already had that in your own space, and you're down below. Ooh, that pot had tons of ants. And ants right now is coming through as one of my soul sisters, like animal that she's channeling right now. I definitely gotta text her. But ants is all about family. This is family cards right here. Yeah. Right now, family right now is definitely being shown. Your own family, your new parts of family. Wow. And I'll do this last card. Ooh, these are really good cards. Okay, I'll do this last card because it is the animal card. So I brought ants already. I thought I brought up another animal. My animal right now is Pride, the strength card, with family, lions. Oh my god, and tigers right here in the front picture. So big cats is very resonant right now. Birds, I'm outside right now. I'm channeling lots of the cloud messages. Bunnies, bears, like turtles, like everything, like just nature. Nurture the nature within you. And tap into the animal energy that's all around you. Use them as your channeling source. Use the animals within you as your own channeling source too. Sometimes you have to be more ferocious, so you have to call into the tiger within you or the big cats within you to help you stomp these graveyards of the death that you're trying to escape. Because death is always going to be an experience to allow birth to come in. That's just like the coin of trade that comes within life. There has to be death, but there's always life again. I think spirit guide is telling me really heavily that you can channel this through the animals too. You see how animals die. It's just, nature is a cold, harsh, unrelenting world. The cold comes in. If you're not, actually using your hibernation well, you will die. But nature can nurture you as well if you allow the community to come together and warm you up and build fires. So really examine your family is what the cards are saying right now. Examine your family, examine your tradition with your family. This is the Hierophant card in Major Arcana. So really understand what is yours and what isn't yours. But recognize and realize that you have values in what's yours. And those values shape you up today. Those values anger you and make you place boundaries on what you can and what you cannot do. Those values motivate you to channel that into passions that fuel you to become a better creation. Because you were created nonetheless. You weren't just made. You weren't just like thrown on this earth. And you might have made feel like that because of some past, I'm channeling that right now. There's like some past of like, oh, I feel like I wasn't like thought about when I was made. I was like a what's it called, accident baby or something like that. Or even like what, like I feel like nobody cares about me or what, like whatever, like you're breaking down right now with your family. Those coming to light. Nonetheless, Spirit's saying you were created. I took my time. This is Source saying this now. I took my time to mold you and put these qualities within you to become this strong, beautiful creation in this world that we're in. You can rise above it, but you have to realize that you are a creation in itself. You have this gateway of vision to itself. You have the portal in your hands. With this gateway card, you're opening up the gates to your own vision, your own what's this ether sphere around you. You're creating your world. You're creating your inner world, your outer world, by just allowing and attuning to your inner world because of these new higher visions that you're seeking, because of these new higher conscious ideas, spaces, decisions that you're making. You're doing that, but you have to recognize and realize that you are doing that. And that means nobody else's. So everybody else's critiques, opinions, discernments, their own bits and pieces, places in the story does not define you. But it might have been what you've been picked up because of somebody else's value, somebody else's tradition, somebody else's ideas. It doesn't have to resonate with you. I can be different. I can be a whole being. I can be a stronger being. I can move in the way that serves me with the food meditation card. This is like the last card that I pulled. So this is like the integration card that you can see with this. A lot of the work that I do isn't just like channeling cards or channeling energy or even saying like, or even deciphering what the messages that the spirit is saying. It's also integration. It's moving these stories and moving it into a place of resilience, a place of higher beings, a place of the higher frequency. You go to a sound bath or you go to like a retreat or you go to a resort and you do all that work and you feel like you're amazing, but then you go into the world back again and you feel like you're just being attacked so spiritually, so viciously, not even physically or mentally, because sometimes you might even have the mental clarity, or sometimes you might even have like the good emotional vitality to do these things, but spiritually, you can be attacked by forces and distractions that are just not meant for you to up level and upgrow. And that's just the world that we're built in. That's just the clouds and the attacks and the forces and the lightning and thunder that spirit says that comes within this world. It isn't the garden anymore. This is the world that we live in, because we're in control by something darker and deeper than what we even know, even in our emotions and our places of ashes. Drink some water. I definitely feel that coming up. A lot of what I do is all about integrating these feelings into moving them into a higher frequency. because there is so much darkness that is around us that we cannot control. But there is so much lightness that is within us that we can. I did say in the beginning of the video that my phone was on 7%. So I guess this is going to be the outro. The video didn't even really have an intro. It was just very, very quick. I mean, even though it was a very quick and like I need to say the message, Spirit came through me so quickly to turn on my phone and give the message. So yes, it was a quick one, but I do know it was very, very deep. And that's why I want to start this outro saying thank you. If you're here for this far, you've been picking up what I've been putting down. And I love you so much. Thank you. But we talked about some very deep topics. Family traditions, world issues. You know, this video was recorded on the 3rd of December, which is 123. And 123 is one of the angel numbers that follow me around a lot. And I could definitely tell I was channeling a lot of energies, especially of the concepts that we were talking about. So the very last thing my guides want to just urge and say to you is that regardless of the topics and regardless of how dark or how intense the message had to reach, especially while just gazing at this gateway card in the middle, you're walking into doors. Okay, that was a abrupt ending. You're walking into doors and pathways that go beyond the physical. This path will up-level you into another path of heart-filled abundance. This path will take you to your highest self, who is already within you, who is already here to hold you. So truly, I say this with my bottom of my heart. Whatever the situation of the past that has happened, I'm being told that it could be the recent past. It could be, something that happened in this lifetime. It can even go far as multiple lifetimes. So however far this past is, and what might seem like it's creeping up into the present, that is just the perceived current. And we'll speak about that a little bit later, about the perception of it all. But whatever has happened and what you think is still happening now, or could still be happening right now, and is probably about to change after listening to this. Spirit's saying this is the last fragments to create your testimony. As you walk through these gates of a new level of self, you are waking up to this new level of self. Now, on this path, you have two choices. And you can do this, and you have free will. So you can do it alone, and I believe in divine timing. So everything that you've got from this interpretation, everything you've got from this message so far, I know that you will take care of it, and that the video ended at that moment for a reason. So whatever you've learned or you've taken away from my message, thank you so much for listening. And I know, 444 as I say this, that your guides are watching over you now, in whatever form they may be in, especially as I talk about the animal card. They're going to take care of you on your journey. So you can do it alone. You can even feel the story that you may have had in the past of always doing it alone. But sometimes, even in the path to a higher light, you might feel constricted and reminded of these darkness from before. So when it feels like it's still dark and you know there's that light at the end of the tunnel, but right now it's just not feeling like the light can pour back into you. You can always just invite help. Invite help when offered. Reach out and know that people, animals, your angels, your guides, your benevolent ancestors, anybody around you who you call onto can come forward and share what is needed for you to grow, for you to create your new inner world, create your new outer reality. And this is what I want to give to you in an extended reading down below in the link in the description. Like I said, I believe in divine timing. So if you've got everything that you needed at this point, I thank you so, so much. And I want to leave you with an exchange of a like, a subscribe, or even just comment down below where you resonate from this read so far. But don't leave this video too late yet, because I want to talk about what the extended reading will include. This is my way of inviting help and gesturing my hand out to you as we go further along and maybe integrate stories, because sometimes it's not really the up-leveling, it's just the deepening of what we already know to uncover what we really are and what we've always been. So in the extended read, we're going to do that. We're going to talk about the situation that may have feel like that is making you feel like you still have a darkness in this light at the end of the tunnel, like we were talking about. Past stories, what subconscious blockages that's happening right now, and what patterns right now that's allowing so much of the darkness out, not really let us see the lightness that is within. And I want to bring that up real quick. That was the very last thing I talked about in my read, and the read that was in video. There's so much darkness outside of us that we can't control, but there is, at that same frequency, at that same match, so much light that we can tap into to alchemize into resilience and beauty, that we can always alchemize into resilience and beauty. And the word beauty is just coming up because it can be beautiful. This is so beautiful. Your life can be so beautiful. You just have to change the way you're thinking about it. I hear a car revving its engine outside, so I'm taking that as confirmation. We can rev up this idea that your new self and your new world is beautiful. So we're going to go through maybe some subconscious shifting. We're going to go through some journal prompts that will also encourage you shifting out of that subconscious pattern into recognizing what is Spirit saying that you need to do. What Spirit's saying, the intentional steps you need to take to move into a higher frequency, and how to create that frequency with new families, or not even new families, just the same ones, but a happier family, happier home, happier life, more authentic people, more authentic relationships, and successful dynamics. And the last thing is really clearing this path so that any doubts, any form of delusion, any form of discouragement can truly be shifted and cleared out, so that you can have a full sense of clarity of what to do, where to go, and who can earn to. Yes. So using this, we're going to dive deeper into some tarot. I'm going to pull some tarot. And I'm also going to use some, I feel called to use my animal oracle deck, my water animal oracle deck. So we talked a lot about the nature animals. So we're going to also deepen that into the water animals. And remember, the waters is where we get all the emotional depth and all the emotional accuracy that we need to bring it into the present in the physical reality. So this is a lot of, like I guess the segue. It's a lot of emotional upbringing that I tap into whenever I do readings, but it's for the highest good. These emotions that we keep stagnant within us is spilling out into our outer world, and if we don't recognize it from the within, then we fall short. That extended read will be in the link in my bio and the Buy Me a Coffee as one of my shop listings. keep on the watch for it. I'm going to upload this one now. In the shop, you'll see all other types of readings I provide. The thing about me is when I do these readings, I perform it at a level of alchemy. So I don't charge it by the card pulls. I charge it by like just the hour. And in that hour, so this extended read could be up to an hour, honestly, as well, where I pull cards, I play crystal frequencies like you're hearing in the background right now. And I also pull oracle decks and also just use channeling to tap into that higher frequency. Yes, I'm pulling cards to use as guidance and intuition, but we're moving these energies to a higher path of resilience. And I want this all for you too. So scroll through my shop, find which one speaks to you. And if not, there's also a connection call where we can just hop in a call and talk more about where you want to be at, where you want to see yourself on your spiritual journey. And I will help, and I will help you further facilitate that and be that helping hand that spirit has told me to be for others. I cannot wait to see you in the extended read if you see me there. And if not, thank you so much for listening so far. Giving you so much love. Don't forget to comment down what you resonate with this video, and take care. Have a lovely rest of your day.